Okay, let's start. Start our small talk. It will be a short webinar regarding our mindset and how we are looking on the market. Yeah. First, you need to understand that market is it's something like an alive, and you're making decision right on the spot during the process of market changes, everything within the volatility, within everything. You just need to make a quick decisions, and to make this quick decision, you you as a person, you as a human, need to tune up your mindset, which can be oriented on gaining profit, achieving results, and just making everything work. Why? Because still, I will tell you that trading is one of the hardest way to make easy money, and you need to know about it because it's really complicated stuff when just everything moves, when news are streaming, charts are flicking, and you are just having everything around you. You need to make a very quick and very right decision to gain a profit as a result on your trading account. So this is my personal core idea of if you are willing to trade on the market profitable. First, you need to tune up your mindset. But when we are talking about tuning up yourself, we need to understand where we have weaknesses, and taking considerations that we are all the humans, and we are just we have a regular patterns, just regular patterns of how we think, how we act, how we try to do something on the market. Yeah. We need to combine that to find these patterns in our mindset to start working with it. I will ask our moderator to open our presentation, and let's get started with it. So I will go through during this webinar with 10 mindsets which we need to face, we need to understand, and we need to optimize in our mind. Because still, I will confirm it. I will repeat it that we have a real problem with our mind, because our mind is the only thing which can cause us losses on our account. Okay, let's start. It will be a very quick, very interesting, and very concentrated webinar with 10 general slides about market. And most traders, you need to understand, they are just missing all big rallies, because it's not a type of analysis of something like that. It's a real big fear of just to make a mistake, it's like there are many options which we can face which we can face in just our model of thinking, that our mind is not tuned up to make good decisions which can cause you a profit. And this is like a varying suit of fear that something will go wrong. We just try to explain to ourselves why we need to not to do something. Hello, everybody who is listening to us. Okay. First, market is like everyday changing price structure, some environment, which can be in two general conditions. Yeah, first condition is very volatile market. The second condition is very flat one. So, sorry. When our mind is not optimized for stressful decision making, and not optimized to gain a profit, and does not understand where he is, in what condition he needs to make a decision, we feel very discomfortable in volatile trends when we can get a real profits Why? Because in this particular moment, we just need to make a decision. But to make this decision, we first of all, so we need to switch off our fear. And second phase of the market is something like flat, yeah, some zone where nothing is changing, where is no opportunity. And this is a comfort zone for many of people. Why still? Because it's very calm. But on the calm market, you will never ever make a profit. It's better just to stop there. And the money is on the volatile market, you need to understand. And your real enemy in this particular situation, taking into consideration that volatile market with the trends is our discomfort zone, we feel FOMO, fear of missing something, any opportunities, because of we are always waiting for some confirmation. We are always trying to put some marks on what's happening on the market. For example, too high, too low. For example, it's too weak, too strong, or something. Just just any descriptions of what's happening, not to act in the moment, but after things happened, we feel like we missed something and trying to do quickly, very quickly, any action just follow up these profits. So you need to understand such things that crowd and market price now contains emotional price. Yeah, crowd buys emotions and not structure. That's why we have so much noise on the market, and all the signals of the decision making is divided in two particular groups. One is a like trap group, which will make you a fail anyway. It's trading on breaking news, some hype, or just FOMO trading. Yeah, when you now it's happening, I can't miss it. But real signal and real entry points is when something is disciplined and something has its volume, its own structure. You have something like a checklist, and if this checklist is filled and satisfied, this trade can be real. So you need to understand that emotional trading will always do something bad for you. And you need to understand, when you combine this mindset of what's a real structure of trading, I'm just sharing the real fundamental knowledge, what, for example, my team makes us so strong. Yeah, and I'm on the market for more than 14 years, making the profit. And for the 2024, I had a team with the best account in the whole brokerage company by profit loss ratio. So you need to understand that market pays for holding and disciplined exit. Entry, it's there was one phrase, I don't remember even who said these words, but there was one guy who said that um, you can enter market in absolutely any direction at any moment, but only professional ones can exit with a profit. And it's way more important who trades uh, besides what trade was open. So entry, you need to understand that entry is a very particular thing, very easy thing, which can do all of us. Holding, this is the second emotional pattern, and we will in the next slide we will talk about why people are trying to run out very quickly. And the exit should be absolutely system driven, without any emotion, disciplined structure. This is I don't know, this is very simple thing which I'm sharing with you right now, but it is like a holy grail for real trading. But we will need to add that too high and too late, it's a mindset of the crowd. The biggest opportunities are always like obvious. They are not structurized. They are very, you can look skeptically on them. And crowd hesitation always miss them from any something like real which can be happen on the market. So when you hear this too high or too late, it makes you to change your mind and not to act in the action. Because when everybody says it's too late, it's definitely absolutely different. When they say too high, it's so unprofessional, I will say like this. How we can say, for example, I will tell you about Apple stocks, yeah? When the price was going up, everybody was saying that, oh, it's too high right now to buy. When price was down, it's too late to enter because the company is ruining down. When it became the largest and most biggest by their assets company all over the world, they say people were saying that it's like I don't know, pump it, it will fall down, and so blah 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 blah. Just try to remember that moment when even Apple gained 1 trillion in their capitalization, and how quickly this company became 2 trillion, 3 trillion worth company. But every single step, everybody is saying that it's too high, or right now when it's low on the button and you need to buy it. For example, we have a private chat in our different group where I'm sharing my signals, my point of view on some stocks, and you can subscribe on it, and everybody who is looking, who is visiting right now this webinar can get a discount of $20. And there we are, for example, buying a Kraft Heinz stocks. And Kraft Heinz stocks right now looks very weak. But when we look on it globally, we understand that this company has real product. It's absolutely real company. It has a long-term business with 57 products which use everybody. So when everybody says that it's too late, this company is bullshit right now, we see there an opportunity. And you need to understand that cutting, when you fix this part of too late or too high, we are facing next hour problem, which is related that our balance is negative or positive by one of the very common thing. When you have always fear of failure and you don't have a structurized exit, what do? On every single small profit, you are trying to get it, but when you are in the lose, you are not willing just to confirm that you were wrong in some particular moments. And when you are not confirming that you were wrong, you just make a very big mistake, because this big loss costs you more losses than the profit you receive from this some particular small gains. And by the end, you have a net negative balance. So what I would like to share with you, and I will answer questions a little bit later after I will finish. Without a system, you just only reacting. You are not acting. You are reacting and basically on emotions and every crowd stocks. 1 second, sorry. Yeah. And you need to understand that this system, when you are building your own system, and we have some options in our chats, in our everything where we can support it. So join our chats, yeah. We need to understand that system makes you not reacting. even acting, because when you react without system, your entry always wrong, and more of the important, you have always wrong exit, and that's why you lose. So by the fundamental things which I shared with you right now, it's like sounds very easy, yeah, but this is basement of making everything, making your account profitable. It's very common and very simple, but the problem is that our mind is always searching for something very hard, very complex, and if it's not a complex, it should not work. But basically it works because it's simple, and you understand. When you understand it, you will start thinking as institutionals, because institutionals move the market, retails always react, and it's like food for trend to finish it on the any spots. So let's 1 second. Oh, yeah. So understanding this all stuff, how our mind is working and what we need to phase in our mindset to make us as a profitable traders, you need to try to build your own system, how to exit and how to hold. Still, I will confirm, tell you once again, entry, it's not so big problem, because you need to execute your plan of holding and exiting from the trades. And most of the traders are gaining losses just because of these two reasons. So when you finish reacting and starting acting, you will be in the profit. So the problem is not the market is like a lack of opportunities, or there is something will be missed or something like that. The problem is most people is only their psychological mindset, and they are not ready to take uh, some obligations on themselves to confirm when they were wrong and stop their emotion of greed or a fear. And there is one more very important thing which I would like to share with you, that we have such thing like connection as you as a trader and you as a person in the life. And when you are not working with yourself, not making you understand such stuff, that you as a trader is one person and you in your real life is second person, all loosey trades will just go to your personal life, and you will feel doubt, you will feel very disappointed in yourself. And if you are feeling disappointed, you are trying, you have two ways. First way is guilt will try to push you to make something or just lose all the money, not just to feel uh, this disappointment in yourself. Or the second one, you will wake up in yourself gambler, which will ruin you, because of this gambler is trying just to make your deposit come back to the initial status. I'm not talking even about profit. So this is our finish. It was a very short webinar about the mindset, which is really very important. And you definitely need to think about how you are thinking, rather just thinking about your system. Make a strategic plan of what you do and where are your emotions. So I'm ready to answer your question if you have, and we can finish. Dmitry, which technical indicators, according to you, have proven the reliability of NGX standards like RCI, MCAD, believe difference in the market compared to US? I'm personally not using indicators at all. What I love is moving averages. And I'm looking on the moving average 200, EMA, and SMA. That's all. Okay, thank you very much. I was really happy to share this knowledge with you. Stay tuned and stay with us. Cartel with you.